You've been taught to run from pain, to treat it like a flaw, to numb it, silence it, hide it behind smiles and distractions. But have you ever wondered, what if the very thing you're trying to escape is the only thing that can set you free? What if the pain that broke you is also what can build you? What if those deep wounds you carry, the moments that brought you to your knees, aren't actually weaknesses but your greatest untapped power? What if that searing pain you've been taught to numb, to run from, to call brokenness, is really the key to unlocking a version of yourself you haven't even dared to imagine? This isn't about just enduring pain. This is about wielding it. For far too long, we've been sold an idea, an illusion, that life is supposed to be smooth and painless. We're trained to see pain, whether it's heartbreak, failure, or old trauma, as the bad guy, like it's a red flag telling us something's deeply wrong. Society whispers, sometimes even shouts. Avoid discomfort, chase pleasure, numb those sharp edges. It's a tempting lullaby, but it's dangerous, because it teaches us to fear something that's not just unavoidable, but essential. Think about it. As kids, a scraped knee gets instant coddling. A broken toy gets replaced. Then as adults, if we're struggling emotionally, it's either medicalized or brushed off. We get platitudes or pills, anything but the raw, messy truth of being human. But this constant chase for a pain-free life, it has a price. It makes us fragile, it makes us terrified of challenge, blinds us to the incredible power hidden inside our hardest moments. When you only see pain as weakness, you hand over your strength to it. You let it define you, limit you, instead of shape you. We've been told discomfort is a stop sign, but what if it's actually a green light? So what happens when we believe this lie? What happens when we dodge pain instead of learn from it? When you don't use your pain, it uses you. It festers. That sadness you ignored, that failure you buried, that hurt you suppressed. It doesn't disappear. It digs in deeper. It turns into resentment, into fear, into anxiety that shadows every part of life. You stop taking chances, stop loving fully, stop pursuing who you could become. You cope your way into stagnation. We scroll endlessly, binge distractions, drown in consumption, all to build a wall between us and what we're really feeling. But these are not solutions, they are sedatives. And in the delay, we lose it. We lose the lesson. We lose the strength that's forged in struggle. We lose the clarity that only comes from being stripped down. Caroline Myss said it best. By remaining stuck in the power of our wounds, we block our own transformation. We overlook the greater gifts inherent in our wounds, the strengths to overcome them, and the lessons we are meant to receive. Undigested pain becomes the silent architect of your limitations. You dodge love because of old heartbreak. You sabotage goals because of past failure. You dim your light because someone once told you it was too much. That's not life. That's survival in a prison built from unused pain. Pain as your most powerful weapon. But what if we've got it all backward? What if pain isn't proof we're broken, but proof we're transforming? What if it's not a curse, but raw, untapped fuel? What if your pain is your most powerful weapon? No, this isn't romanticizing suffering. It's reframing it. It's realizing that the very things that feel like they'll break you are often the things that build the strongest version of you. Pain builds resilience. When you walk through fire and survive, you discover what you're truly made of. Each hardship adds armor, not to shield you from life, but to prepare you to live it more fully. Pain brings clarity. It strips away the superficial. In your darkest moments, you learn what truly matters. It becomes a compass that points to your deepest values. Pain ignites change. Comfort breeds complacency, but pain Pain shakes you awake. It forces you to evolve, to shed what no longer fits. Pain connects us. It fosters empathy. When you've known heartbreak, you understand others in a deeper, more human way. That connection becomes a weapon against loneliness, and pain gives insight. It teaches you who you are, your triggers, your limits, and your strength. That kind of self-awareness, that's real power. This isn't a gift given to just a few, it's a truth available to everyone. You are not broken by your pain. You are being built by it. Every scar is a symbol of survival. Every healed wound is proof of your power to rise. Pain strips away illusions. It forces us to meet ourselves raw, honest, and without filters. And in that meeting, we find strength we never knew we had. To feel deeply is not weakness, it's aliveness. True power isn't avoiding emotion. It's learning how to walk through it, not with a fake smile, but with open eyes, steady steps, and a fierce heart. So here's your challenge. Think of one pain in your life, from the past, or maybe still lingering now, and ask yourself, what strength did this build in me? What truth did it reveal? How can I use this? Then take one small step. Write about it, speak it, share the lesson, or simply say, that was hard, and I'm stronger because of it. Because your pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your power. The scars you carry, they're not signs of defeat. They're signs you survived and became wiser. You don't have to love the pain, but you can learn from it, grow from it, wield it. The choice is yours. Use it or lose it. And just in case no one's told you this lately, you've already made it through things others wouldn't survive. That strength, that quiet resilience, that unbreakable thread inside you, it's still there. And it's time you remembered what you're made of.